Hello everyone, tonight I'm going to try and kill the next boss in the Twilight Forest, the Lich King. I've got myself all prepped and ready, got myself a couple of potions, regeneration, fire resistance, um, so, some extra backpacks for carrying any loot I might find. The reason I have two different crossbows is this dark steel crossbow has really high durability, but it shoots kind of slow. You can see there the draw speed is about 2.5 seconds and the arrow speed is pretty slow as well, so that means that the arrows tend to fall pretty fast. The other crossbow I have is a carbon crossbow, so the draw speed is much faster and the arrow speed is very fast, but you can see the durability is only 240, so you got to be careful with that. You can easily use it all up, but you can also see that the damage is significantly better by about a factor of 3 with the carbon crossbow. I've also got on my weapons over here a cleaver, and I'm hoping to collect me some heads to use for later on in the game, and also an iron spear here to keep them back if need be. Just to be clear, this is not a default settings for Gregtech New Horizons. I disabled some of the more irritating settings for the infernal mobs, so they won't be able to use ninja or vengeance or some of the other stuff that's pretty annoying. I also lowered their spawn rate a little bit because the default spawn rate seems way high to me. First thing we're going to need to do is go through the Twilight Portal and see if we can find us a Lich King castle. I believe I found one before. If not, we'll have to fly around a little bit and look for one. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've found one yet. So first thing we need to do is put on our jetpack here. The jetpack uses water and coal, and I can recharge it in the field, so it's really handy for that. Since I could just recharge it as I need. So as you can see, here's the interface. Take it on and off, charcoal, the water it's carrying, and here's the steam on the right hand side. So let's get out our hand glider too. So the coal backpack is great for going up and down, but it's not so great at going horizontally, and so it burns a lot of fuel going forward. The hang glider allows us to take advantage of the altitude and then use that altitude to fly somewhere else. So let's zoom out a bit on the map. Usually these castles are pretty obvious. I have to wait for the... Oh, look at that. That's one right there. So, the recommendations I've read is that it's better to come in from the bottom and work your way up. So that way the mobs don't have an opportunity to come in at you from below. So let's go ahead and get us down here. Yeah, I just want to be careful. That turns on the setting to show the light level so I can see where it might be dangerous to hang around too long. Alright, let's get our torches ready. We need to figure out where we want to come in. Okay. In the Twilight Forest, it's always twilight, so the yellows are not dangerous because it never gets night, but the reds can be dangerous, so you have to be careful for like areas like this right here. See, I can even hear them right now. There's already monsters down here. They can come up behind you and attack you without, like that little guy right there. He's a brute zombie. He's pretty tough. So yeah, you got to be careful of that. He probably came out from over here, I would imagine. So once I finish lighting up the area a little bit, what I'm going to do is fly away and then come back, because that'll help reset the monster spawns. There won't be quite so many for me to deal with. Oh, great. Sorcerer or something inside. That will be pretty annoying. Alright, I think we've gone almost all the way around. Alright, so we need to figure out where we want to come in. This here seems to be a Two displays. Alright. Let's go ahead and walk away a bit. Get my jetpack back on. Let me test something here. Alright, it will take from my inventory. I don't have to keep it on my command bar. Alright, so let's go ahead and get away for a little bit. Let the monsters all disappear. Then we'll head back and crack the shell. I think that might be... I should have put a marker down. Let's see if that's far enough. It's going to be covered in spawners, so they're going to be spawning like crazy. Yeah, I think that was far enough. Yeah, they're already starting to spawn. Alright. These little bastards. Alright. Looks like this right here, first thing is a library. Problem is when I have my weapons out, I can't. What the heck is that thing? Tough silverfish. Not even fighting the real monsters yet, and I'm already having to deal with a bunch of boiling. Oh, there must be a spawner in there. Alright, let's... Intentionally impossible. I'm just gonna break it. Oh great, it's gonna take forever to break. Hear everything coming around me. Uh-oh. You just dropped someone. Alright. I don't know if I'll be able to get rid of these. Really suck. Progress is so slow, I don't know if it's gonna let me. Normally you neutralize these by lighting them all up, so let's see if that works. Oh, great. Oh, crap. That's bad. What the hell is that guy doing there? Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, not looking too hot. I had the wrong potion ready. Alright, clearly. Wow, that was crazy. Clearly I'm not ready for this. Alright, so I'm just waiting right now to get healed up. It's going to be a little bit. Let's go to the right reaction times are way too slow to be playing this. Alright. Yeah, there's a ton of spiders in here too, I'm sure. Oh, great. It's one of those stupid tomes. How much does it have left? Oh, I think there's 2 of them. Crap. Okay, he just died. Alright. Let's see if we can get rid of this crap. I was hoping to clear one level at a time, but I don't think... Clearly I don't have the stuff ready for what I'm doing here. I need to get potions and other stuff going. Even without the crazy level of mobs, it's still pretty darn annoying. Plus having to switch weapons all the time, the R button is not very helpful. Die, little bastards. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh crap. I'm gonna die. Oh, come on, you have a jetpack on, you moron. Alright. Okay, that was close. I don't think we're going to be going back down that way. Shoot. Let me see. I don't know if it'll let me. Okay, so I can place stuff from that. Move this way. I see the little bastard. Okay, nothing in here. I can clip these bolts. Use it for crafting later. There's somebody down there. See if we can shoot him. Bastard. Alright, that's just way too slow to be doing anything useful. What the hell is it doing to me? Well, that's just great. How the hell do you defeat something that does everything to you? Rare Shadowkin Death Tome of Recklessness. That does not sound good. Did he die? Alright, I think they're all dead now. Maybe I'll get some food. Go ahead and throw some stuff in the overflow pack. Potion of course, weakness, completely useless. Do not throw your ammo in the overflow pack. That would be a bad thing. Alright, seems clear down there. Alright. Where's the next direction to go? Whoa. Shit, something's lifting me up. Oh god, that was a bad place to go. Try your goddamn book. Take that. Alright. Okay, so now I want to light up some of these real quick. I'm just gonna worry about fighting. careful because that room up there looks probably heavily populated with bad guys. Barely anything in there. Oh crap, he's coming down. Can't even see the damn thing. Where the hell is it? There it is. Okay, got it. Alright. I must say, this is pretty damn terrifying. Plus hearing all this stuff falling down everywhere around me is also pretty damn annoying. Alright. Definitely gonna have to build me a second carbon bro, or see if I get this one upgraded. A whole lot of activity, so holy crap. Where do they all come from? The area was clear, there was all that kind of a sound. You run like hell. What the hell was that? The thunder does not help. Let me marker here. Really wish there was a way I could shoot lights up there or something. Here goes a whole lot of nothing. Just throw lights down, keep some stuff from spawning in the stairwell. A lot of bad guys. See what's following me down. I think someone just died from fall damage. That's pretty funny. Here comes the book. Ow, turd. Bastard. Alright, I'm pretty hurt now. It's probably not a good idea to continue much longer. Throw shit in the overflow pack. Some stuff over here. Okay, that thunder is just annoying as hell. One thing to realize is that there are actually two sets of spiral stairs, so I lit up one of them, but I need to run through and light up the other one. I think what I'm going to probably do, instead of exploring every room, because there's more loot that way, but I really don't better. Go ahead and light up some more of the area. Where all these book things came from, Jesus. I think what may be a good idea is to go ahead and retreat and come back for another day. Because I don't have any. Do I have? I do have the potion, I guess. Let me see. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Sort through it later. Oh, crap. If I can hit the right button, jeez. Yeah, I think we're definitely coming back later. This is a bit much. Alright. Well, I think that's... we can go ahead and collect the books. We can use those for our enchanting table when we get one later. So it's not a complete wash. We did get some stuff. Looked like there were some decent magic weapons. I didn't really have a chance to, or magic armor. I didn't get a chance to really look at it. I definitely need to work on my finger dexterity. I keep hitting the wrong damn buttons. Alright. Oops. Didn't mean to break the floor. God, there's so much sound. It's hard to know what the hell's close to you. Take that. I don't think there's any traps in this, but I can definitely hear, and there's sticky pistons. It may have been something that got dropped by someone. I know in the roguelike dungeons there's definitely traps, so you got to be aware of those. I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and use carbon bows because they seem to last long enough. That dark steel bow is definitely too slow to be useful. I'm gonna have to just use that for just knock around base or something. I can swap out the limb to make it a carbon bow as well, so I don't lose the levels. Alright, let's put you on 5. Let's put you on 9. We'll do one last trip up here. Nice thing about the carbon bow is that it's pretty much a one-shot on any jackwads who come up. Okay. Badgers can hurt. Okay. Make that get turned. Oh shit. Alright. Let's see. Stupid books. Alright. Okay, let's go see what's up here. That's it. Thinking I may go ahead and quit for now. I guess you can get into them without having to break into them. You can just find one of these. Interesting. Alright, let's see. What's my sitch here? Good on that. Got plenty of torches still. Got one potion of regeneration that I found. Let's get rid of this junk here. Let's go ahead and clear this side. No, that's not good. That's a lot of arrows coming out at me. Dirt. Alright. I don't know if this is a safe area, but it's okay. Okay, regeneration's working. Alright, so I wasn't really going to go up that far anyway right now. Okay. What I wanted to do was see if there's any rooms. Doesn't look like it. Yep. Definitely gonna have to get my brewing stand going. I can make more potions. I just didn't really bother with it before I came in, which is obviously a mistake. I should have had a lot more stuff prepped. Let's see, how did we get in here? Inside one of these. And also I'm gonna bring my axe, my lumber axe, so I can mine the whole thing at once. This is probably way more than I need for books, but probably find use for them later. Alright, let's see, was there another? No, nothing here. Up here was empty. Alright. Oh crap, I need to check in my backpack. Ooh, out of water. Need to fill it up. What is that? Magic map focus. Gonna have to look that up and see what's going on. There's a water bottle. Really? I guess not. Alright. Overflow pack loaded with stuff. And then I have my backpack that I can also fill with stuff if need be. Since we're out of potions, I'm just going to go ahead and call it right now. We went up fairly far. I think what I'm going to have to do is stockpile definitely a variety of potions. We did get some good armor, respiration, fire protection, good chain armor there. Protection, unbreakiness, decent iron chest plate. Yeah, that's not really going to help me at all. Some random junk. Usual garbage you get from killing stuff. Another potion of weakness. Paper. Another chain helmet. God, just crazy with helmets. Hey, look, a fish. That's thrilling. I'll have to figure out what that is. I think I got an empty map. I'm going to have to figure out what those do. We'll definitely have to to take a look at that later. Alright, let's go ahead and head back to base. Made a hole in one of these. Maybe this one. Yeah, there's my hole. Sounds like I made... Did I not explore this one? Sounds like stuff in there. Yeah, there definitely is. I see you. Little bastards. Squirrel. Dead squirrel. Alright. Interesting. Let's see what we got here. Potion of swiftness. That's nice. Gas tier. Useful. Some harmony. Not great. Not what I was hoping for. But... Alright. Let's see. I think I got enough books. I'm going to leave the books. Put a marker here to, so I know where I came. Okay. Should have removed that one. Alright. Alright, let's get our hang glider here. Then we can head back. Let's see, I think there was another Naga thing over here. Now that I got my carbon crossbow, I should be able to just like two-shot it, so I don't necessarily need the scales or anything, but it'd be funny. Yeah, there it is. I don't think you really get much loot other than the scales. You stuck? I think it may be stuck. It's supposed to circle around like a centipede, but oh, not stuck. Also loses the pieces as like a centipede. Yeah, got some decent stuff. Ooh, miniature yellow heart. That'll be handy later. Crappy chest plate. Nothing there. Scale. Well. Alright, we'll go ahead. Ooh, wait, what was that? Ooh, that's a node there. Let's see. I don't think I brought the thermometer to look at nodes. Oh, I did. Sweet. Wow, that's kind of a weird one. Doesn't have anything useful for P. Let's see if there's anything else. Doesn't really look like it. Alright, well, I'm going to head back to base. So the Naga is the first level boss. The Lich King is the second one. Then there's the Minotaur. You have to find a maze, a labyrinth, to fight the Minotaur. And then after that is, I believe, the Snow Queen. And with this mod pack, that's what gates access to the different levels of magic. I want to kill the Lich King, because that gates the levels that has the most interesting stuff for me that I want to be able to do, like the enchantment table, because I can't make enchantments right now. Those books, I've got some books that I found in reward chests and whatnot, but I can't make my own enchantments. I can use the brewing stand. I just need to gather some blaze rods for it, and I'll probably just use a blaze spawn egg and just get them that way instead of going through the nether, because that's kind of a pain in the butt. Anyways, we'll go back to the base. Well, it was only a little bit terrifying. I was pretty damn scared, I'll admit. We did come close a couple times to biting the dust, but we did manage to clear out at least the bottom half of the tower. I'll video the next half when I do that again. Thanks for watching.